Om Shanti. Practice being in the stage of soul consciousness. Become introverted. Attraction of spirituality. When anyone is standing in front of a mirror, he is able to see himself. In the same way, any soul who comes in front of the mirror of your stage of soul consciousness, your power should be able to see himself. In a second, let there be the attraction of spirituality in your every action and your behavior. Souls who are clean and pure and have the power of soul consciousness definitely attract everyone to themselves. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 29. Practice being in the stage of soul consciousness. Become introverted. Today's topic, attraction of spirituality. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Say it little louder. Om Shanti. How many times you say Om Shanti during day? Many times, right? Baba start chanting Om. That's what she's sharing, that he will share from Gita and then he will have chant, Om chant. If you pay attention, like today I was in the dialogue, with people, they're looking for the response for the critical times. Right? So I said first response is to say Om Shanti, right? Because I am peaceful. Whatever is happening, if you remain peaceful and be detached observer, you see the magic. Because this word Om, even if you connect your thoughts and the words with the breath, so your breathing, when you say Om, it goes up, right? What it does, circulation in the brain. The Om chant has two benefits, spiritual but also physical. So when you say Om Shanti, even to someone, it's like, and then when you say Shanti, it goes down in your heart. And brain and heart both have to remain good, right? Whatever happens, no effect on our brain or sometimes heart. There are two ways. Heart is also your mind, but heart is also physically. So saying Om Shanti, I am a peaceful soul, I am peace. And if you really say properly, these days when we say Om Shanti to each other, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. But before, like, we share drishti, say Om Shanti. You want to try the difference? Properly, just soul consciousness. Then I say to you, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, not Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Why I'm saying it? Because the benefits which we should experience, the power which we should experience, that how, brain, your intellect needs to be active, right? But it shouldn't be reactive, right? Sometimes it's mostly active, but it's reactive. So, the positive creativity of our intellect, all of you have experience, and each one of you have a very special duty or department, and you're doing it very well. The reason is because your brain is calm, your heart is cool. And when we do that, then the vibrations from us through our presence can not only make things happen in a proper way, easy way, nice way, but also transformation, even the atmosphere. So that not only you, but your surroundings will also be not only peaceful, but peace is power. Peace is power. So anyway, Om Shanti word is the solution. And to give your own self strength, say Om Shanti. Generally when we meet, when we say goodbye, every time what we say, Om Shanti. Right? We don't have hi and bye, right? Some do. Hi, bye. I say Om Shanti. So take this and practice today, tomorrow, and see the difference. What you will say, Om Shanti. Now Baba is talking about attraction of spirituality. Because when you will say Om Shanti, definitely there is attraction. Attraction of spirituality. You will know from your behavior, your interaction, your speaking, that I was in soul consciousness or body consciousness. The way sometimes you give answer, you know that it's not in soul consciousness. So then there is no spirituality. So attraction of spirituality. Smile, smile, natural smile. Very natural is also part of spirituality. Contentment is part of spirituality. Love, cooperation, the part of spirituality. When anyone is standing in front of a mirror, he is able to see himself, right? In mirror, you see yourself In the same way, any soul who comes in front of the mirror of your stage, mirror of your stage of soul consciousness, your power should be able to see himself in a second. So my stage should be the mirror. They might not exactly see as a soul, but the feeling will be different. It could be soul consciousness. Let there be the attraction of spirituality in your every action and your behavior. Souls who are clean and pure and have the power of soul consciousness, souls who are clean and pure and have the power of soul consciousness definitely attract everyone to themselves. So we pay attention to, I think that we serve, we do everything. But if we add this to our personality, lot of not only service will happen, but like less effort and more service. There could be many different experiences if we create this awareness and experiment and see how we feel about it. Right? So it's very beautiful, and we all will add to our personality the spirituality of soul consciousness. Because it's very different, our atmosphere, our relationships, our awareness, comparative to lookics. Like this month is introversion. Person with introversion will respond in completely different way. So experiment until tomorrow and see what difference you feel in your efforts and in your stage. Right? Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Dear Mohini Didi. Everyone, Avyakti Parivar.
Eric,
Om
wait, just hold on 1
Shanti.
second. Didi can't see you. Hold on.
Okay. You cannot hear, but you can see.
Wow, that's beautiful. Look at
Yeah.
the colors.
Trimurti flowers.
So they are from the plant with these colors?
Yes.
Wow.
They come on the balcony.
Do you all like what flowers? Yeah.
So can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so I was saying Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Did I pass my Om Shanti test?
What you all say? Did he pass?
Did I
Yes.
pass? Okay. Om Shanti, dear Mohini Didi, everyone, Avyakti Parivar. So nice to be in a classroom in Peace Village. And it feels like Peace Village is really like a beehive this weekend. So much activities. We're enjoying listening to Jayanti Didi as well. She's in the other room, I guess. So it's lovely energy. We can feel it. For me, Zoom can rhyme with bloom. So I think we should say now, in Zoom, we bloom. We can bloom in Zoom. So, Mohini Didi, I was thinking, I'd love to hear. I asked you a little question one night, but we didn't have time to develop. The question of getting close to one another. And in particular, some were asking the question, what does it take to get close to the seniors? You know, in the sense like Didi had her own group of people that will tend to be with her. When the RCs meet, you have your own group of people. So what makes someone come close to one another, but in particular to seniors? What are is it our personality? Is it a stage? Is it Baba? What makes us get close to you or to one another?
This question should be answered by all of you, right? Or how do I answer? But I think that somewhere my experience coming closer to Dadi's always had been some kind of equality in understanding, in conversation, in our behavior. Because, you know, I always felt very close to Dadi's, very close. But some people think, oh, I don't have to go to Dadi, I don't have problem. Some think that going to Baba or seniors is more when you have difficulty, you can't solve a problem, then you say, let me. But they don't see that it's a company which you are getting. When you are in company like with Dadis, with Prakashmani Dadi, when you are in her company, the company colors, that means really their vibration, their love, their way of doing things, you keep observing. And that helps very much, you know. That I observed, learned so much just by being around them. Not necessarily there something I need to talk or, you know. I think maybe everyone has that aim, but maybe method is important too.
But is it a question of more personality and spirituality? Or is it also just sometimes skills? The fact that if someone, you know, sometimes souls, they can do everything. You can ask them, they always say Haji. So is that what is more in the balance, you think? The skills, the capacity, or the spiritual personality?
I remember that Sister Body and some were very close to Dadi Janki. And one of the reason was the way she will ask her questions, that she try to understand her churning or make her do more, go deeper into whatever the churning is. So some or other, they always will have that conversation from very beginning. When we'll ask question, we have Judy here, peacefully. So she has like whatever Dadi says, she writes. She created a book now of that conversation. So Dadi used to say, yeah, write properly, because she will do service from there. So when I see souls, and I don't know, with me, Prakash Pani Dadi, when there were big conferences, we will create menu together. When she was on construction site, she will say, come, we have to be together. So always in the action. and I learned so much. And whatever I am able to do today is what was in the company of Dadi Prakash Mani. I learned so many things when she had to decide. And she has 12 engineers. She has to decide something. She will say, come, come, you sit with. When so many things we did together. And I think that also creates some kind of closeness.
Do you feel that
Dadi Janki gave example that because when she was given the duty to be a nurse for the patients, now what a duty, like, if you think, but she said the benefit was she could go to Baba anytime taking the news of the patient, right? And many times Baba will tell her to come. How is this one doing? How is that one doing? So I think it's different. People have different ways that otherwise she thought, well, is this duty that I have to be nurse? But when she saw the benefits, and then Baba also saw that she's doing with so much love, so that closeness relationship happened.
so let's say someone would love to be very close to seniors. They say, "Oh, I wish I can be closer, even physically, or they should ask me to be part of that group or that meeting, and it's not happening." And they get a little bit frustrated, thinking, "Oh, why am I not, close to senior?" What would be your advice? Or there must be something to adjust in the thinking, no?
Who is going to answer this question? Anyone?
No, in a sense, like, when you feel someone, let's imagine, they want to get close to daddies. That was many of us sometime when we were young. We're watching the daddies and we thought, oh, I wish I could be with them more.
So
And the
you
question
share
sometimes is, are we missing something? Are we
you
missing
share
something?
your experience, no? Then how did it work that you became close?
Well, for me, my experience is I always felt very close. And so I'm not asking for myself. I'm asking because I know some want to get close to seniors and they feel, why am I not getting close? And for me, I always felt I was very loving to them and I was very attracted. And I was courageous to go to them and ask them, how can I stay with you for 84 birth? I did ask Daddy Prakashmani. I said, I want to be with you not on this birth, but for 84 birth. She was laughing. And then she told me I need to have the same sanskars. And then we will be
But
close on the basis of sanskars. So I felt that was an interesting thought. But I
no,
know
but
some souls want to be close, but they don't feel that closeness. And I'm trying to find what can we do to help someone so they feel close, even if physically they may not be always in a meeting.
because you have to be sensible, right? Let's say I am personally meeting someone and you feel like want to be close, so I keep standing there. So I will say, please go, no? You can't
Mhm.
say it, but you say, why she has to be here when I am personally meeting someone? I'm just giving example. So
Mhm.
some they're not sensible enough to be present whenever. So, and you don't want to make anyone feel disappointed, right? So I feel that you have to be, kind of the energy, kind of being sensible, understanding, some of those qualities are very important to be in the company of the seniors because they expect some kind of sensible behavior. But some they just want to be around, and
Mhm.
it's not possible at that time. Let's say so.
Yeah,
Anything?
but also, it's connected sometimes to the idea that sometimes, let's say, a soul says, "Oh, I want to do something." Let's say somebody wants to read Merli in front of the class or offer Borg, and they say, why am I not asked? Why is it that I want to do it, but I'm not asked to do it? So how can we help the soul to understand, the yajna, the system? Because it is like this in every center. You can't have everybody reading Murli or everybody offering Bog. It's a strange system that we have where it happens a little bit like naturally.
I think one important thing is that one should be studying, be present in class every morning, because regularity is very important.
Mm.
And then also spiritually, you are a spiritual personality. One of the thing here, they say when you wear sari, you can read Morley. So some might start wearing sari, which they do. So every place has their own, the way they decide, who will read Morley.
But the reason I was asking is because
There was a time that in Madhuban, like Dadi Prakash Mani, will read Morley every morning. I mean, that's the expect the senior one to read. But then sometimes we think if they don't get to read, then if we are not there, they won't have practice to read. So is it surrendered? Is it following all the principles? And one-to-one is different, but morning class is different.
I was asking because I was curious to know how would you understand closeness? And I was wondering if you would talk about, well, souls also have karmic account, positive karmic account. Sometimes we say, or we think of karmic account as something a little bit negative between souls. But I'm wondering sometimes, can we even talk about karmic accounts between Brahma Baba and Mama, which brought them close together, and positive karmic accounts? So is that also something that we have to appreciate? That we have good karma. I feel I have good karma with you. I must have done something okay in the cycle. So we meet again happily in the conference age. Does that play a role in closeness?
No, but Mama had recognition of Baba. So she said yes, she was very obedient. Her understanding of Gyan, her dharana, way she sustains others. There were so many qualities by which actually Baba, looked at her and said, oh, she will play the role of Mama. Because the name Saraswati was given because her understanding of knowledge, speaking of the knowledge, was very, very not only clear, but based on Srimad. It was like a very wise way to do all that. So it's not, karmic accounts, it's not positive. It's the part they have to play at present and in future also. Because to be part of the royal family, you have to have royalty, right? When there is royalty, then automatically you are, close.
And
Tell, no? Honesty. Shrin Benning is saying honesty.
mm.
Hmm?
Now, I find it's an interesting topic to understand closeness to one another, closeness to seniors, closeness to Baba. And I know Daddy Janki, used to say often, if your heart is clean and honest, you'll be attracted. You'll be attracted naturally, and there will be natural attraction. But if there's something in the heart, something, that is maybe not so clean like this, it could create a feeling of distanciation. And sometimes the feeling is not real. Like maybe someone would say, oh, I don't feel close to Sister Mohini, but it's their own personal feeling because there's no reason for them not to feel close, but
But
it belongs
also
to their own feelings, isn't it?
definition of closeness.
Mm-hmm.
What you call closeness. let's say in
Well,
your
same as Baba, when he says you have to be close to me, like close in a sense, near, and there should be harmony. There should be a feeling of connection, easy. Yeah,
let's say I go to Baba, Brahma Baba, right, and I take advice, and whatever Baba says, I follow that and do it. But then I take advice from everyone and then go to Baba. There won't be that closeness, no? Whether you call it honesty or so. But if Baba finds that this soul will exactly do what Baba wants the soul to do, then Baba will think about that soul, about what is the next step, what is the next direction, right? But if you only ask and not follow, that closeness won't be there, right? Anand Bhai, you want to say something? Say it, say it.
That desire to be close, but just to focus on be ready.
Focus on,
Be ready.
be ready,
Whenever opportunity comes, you're able to follow.
be available.
That's it.
Anyone else wants to tell? This is, yes, Adi Bhai.
I feel like being close to seniors, personal experience with Didi, I never felt that I had to change for Didi. Be who you are, like Brother Eric said, be natural. So I feel like you don't have to change. You don't have to be like 100% perfect because Didis, Dadis are there to improve us. So I feel like present yourself naturally and royally. So that's a big thing.
Yes,
very good, very useful. Thank you.
Raj is saying something? No? Someone I see. Who else? Kamala, you want to say, she's saying. No one wants to speak.
Shanti. So I listen to Avyakt Parivar quite often. And the other day I had a thought, I'm tired of taking drishti over the screen. And Sister Mohini is coming to Toronto, but usually when she comes, we're here doing the IPIP, this, right? Or COT. And I just had this thought. I said, Baba, it'd be nice to meet her, to be in her presence, and to take drishti personally. And it happened. Her flight got changed. I got here. And this is how things work. And they always work like that. I think if your heart is sincere and you really want to be with somebody, it will happen. So that's always been my experience. And I'm appreciating. Thank you.
Very
Nice.
Anyone else?
Also, Didi, I was thinking that when we think of closeness, it has to be not from like some desire. Like if it's some unfulfilled desire in me and that's why I want to be close. If it is a pure desire, Baba will fulfill it. Like Michelle was saying, like it's a pure desire and Baba, pure thought and Baba will fulfill it. And it doesn't have to be physically. You will feel. You will feel
It's just
closeness.
more feelings.
Yes.
Shanti, I think the closeness comes over time. The more we leave the old world behind, and the more we align our thoughts with the Murli, with Didi's thinking, with the feelings of the seniors, with their approach, helping the seniors, I think the more we shift into that world, that closeness becomes natural.
Okay, what else?
I feel that when you really feel you need help, you need that person, then no matter what, you will just go close to them, whatever happens. Even you get scolding, you get love, you get things to do, and you just say, oh, I need them more than they need me. So then automatically you're close to them. Have to feel that I need you, I need more. So then you don't have desire, but it will happen.
Okay, what is next question? You got enough?
No, this is, you were right. This was a question maybe for chit chat in a whole family. So I hope it was interesting for everyone, but it was a question that I was asked and thinking about and curious to hear your insight. But you are right. It's good to hear from everyone, very enriching. And I think for those who are questioning their closeness, I think this will be inspiring to, think about it and open their hearts and take a chance, because I find this is the beauty of Confluence Age. And if the Didis are with us, the Daddies are with us, we always say in London, I remember even Genti Didi used to say that they felt, and you told us also, Mohini Didi, that you wanted to bring us closer to the senior. And I know that for me, the biggest gift I can give to someone is to bring them closer to you, or at the time it was closer to the daddies. And so that closeness is important because I think it has an imprint on the soul for the whole cycle. And if we're not close, we just remain devotees. We just remain bhagats, just like, oh, we give praise and Sister Mohini is so high, but get close and it will be so much more beautiful. So I'm glad that I invite everyone to get close to you now.
There is one more sister and wants to say something.
Well, when I came to New York, I think more than 30 years ago, Didi told me and Calaban, take an overnight bag and go to Long Island. That's where Harmony House. It was pretty new. And I was there and working along with Calaban, and she was practicing. She was doing her office, go to office every day as a doctor. And I used to do her laundry. I used to iron them, but with the understanding that I can't play that role that she's playing. I wouldn't be a doctor, and I probably wouldn't be a director of a place, but at least I can help her to play her role better. So for me, closeness means to recognize the part of everyone, respect that, and see how I can contribute to make their part better.
Thank you, Anne.
They use two words, love and cooperation. When there is love, there has to be cooperation. But if you have love but non-cooperative, then there won't be that closeness. No?
Okay, I hope it was okay. Sorry if the question was a bit strange or different, but it was in the mind, and now we can all feel very, 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 very close to one another. So lots of love and greetings, everyone, and Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Different now. Okay, thank you. Where is Tolly? Is coming.
Oops, yeah. Totally brings you very close as well, because you have to get close to the person. So this is what we say, right? When we give Toli to public, we say it gives you a chance to get close to the main instrument.
Okay, we have to share Drishti by the time Toli will come.
Okay. It's all right. It's all right. Next week. Next week is okay.